Hey, what's good, Smack Pack? We are back at the bell, but today's video goes a bit beyond because things are a little bit bigger than a food review today. Because if you haven't heard, Taco Bell is under fire, and I'm actually at Taco Bell right now. Give me a second.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
Okay.
I have a mobile order for Roddy. Yes. Yes. All right, thank you. So, to set the story up, it's the 20th birthday of Baja Blast. Now, personally, I don't know how Baja Blast got to 20 years because I personally hate Baja Blast, but everyone likes it. It's like their favorite thing. They're like, "What are you gonna get at Taco Bell, and why is it a Baja Blast?" And I'm like, caramel apple empanada, but whatever. Okay, so. If you don't know, every Tuesday for the last, I don't know, it could have been a year. It's been a while. It's been at least a lot of months. There's these Tuesday drops every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific time from Taco Bell. Usually they're like, oh, come get like a chicken quesadilla for $1, the Cantina chicken taco for $1, a Mexican pizza for $1. You know, they got some good deals and they drop them. Sometimes it's limited to maybe like 10,000 people who use the code. And every time they have one, I'm able to access it. Somehow I'm lucky enough to be one of the first 10,000 out of the millions upon millions of people in the United States who are trying to do it. Now, I don't know how many people are actually trying to do it, but somehow I always get one. So that always happens, even if somehow the access link doesn't pop up with the code until a few minutes after, because it's delayed or something. I still get it. Now, some other times they don't have a limit. It's just like, oh, for the whole 2 o'clock Pacific time hour, anybody who uses the code can get this for $1, so go crazy. So, you know, that's obviously easy. Now, aside from the dollar food discounted prices that they do on Tuesdays, they sometimes have some bigger prizes. For example, they drop some cool swag, maybe a hoodie, a t-shirt, a hat or something. I don't know. I never really go for those because I'm like, I don't care. It's going to be hard to get because it's so limited and whatever. I don't really want it. But they've also recently done this retirement community thing where they're like, I'm still not even sure what this is. It's like a getaway, and I'm not sure if you win it for free or you win access to it to pay for it for hundreds of dollars or what. But it looks kind of cool. It's like, oh, come live Moss at the retirement community. I'm like, okay, hold on, let me go get my food real quick. All right, thank you. Wow, that's funny. The girl at the speaker was a lot happier and nicer. This girl's just like, here you go, take it and get the hell out of here. Anyways, back to where I was. So, the retirement community, Live Moss. And I'm like, that sounds pretty cool, but I'm like, it's so limited, I don't even want to try to get it. And plus, I'm like, got to get airfare to over there, wherever it is. I think it's in California somewhere. But I'm like, that sounds pretty cool, but, you know, it's so limited, don't even want to give it a shot. But, let me find some shade action, actually. Where's some shade? I like how whoever's building all these parking lots is like, oh, it's 120 degrees outside. Let's build a parking lot with no big trees. But it looks like I got lucky. I got some shade action right here. So, yeah, the retirement community sounds cool. That sun's going to be shining right on my face, isn't it? Okay, it's blocked enough. So, that's cool. But anyways, to the conspiracy that's going on right now. Not sure if you've heard about this. We got some napkins, of course. Smells pretty good, actually. Got some nacho cheese. Got some basic nacho fries here. Yeah, let's see, let's pull them out. They're actually decently warm. Now, the other day I actually got some at midnight, and the guy's like, hey, we're gonna drop them right now because I don't like giving out bad fries, even if it's at midnight. I'm like, yo, respect. So, they're usually, actually, they're not super fresh, but whatever. That's not what we're here for. Although, I'd rather have these instead of what we're going to talk about, which is the Stanley Cup. Now, I don't know what's so great about these Stanley Cups and why everyone goes crazy for them, but Taco Bell made a limited edition Baja Blast, of all things, Stanley Cup, right? And it's like the first 100 people can get one. I think it was free. I want to say it was free because it didn't say anything about a price. So I'm assuming it was free. 100 people out of the millions upon millions of people in the United States trying to get one because it's a Stanley Cup. They're not crispy at all. A little warm. Yeah, whatever. Anywho, it gets better than that. The first 20 people who get the free Stanley Cup Baja Blast Edition get a year's supply of Baja Blast. And I was like, I don't even want it. But there is a catch. It's a year's supply of Baja Blast in the form of a $200 Taco Bell gift card. So I'm like, okay, I can get whatever I want with it. So let's do it. So 2 o'clock Pacific time rolls around. I'm like, okay, it's gonna take me like 10 seconds to figure out if I win one or not. So let's go for it. Even though I'm like 100 people, I'm definitely not getting one. So right at 2 o'clock, tap in Tuesday drop. And I'm like, oh man, the link's actually right there instantly. I might have a chance for this. Tap on the link. And I'm like, yeah, I wanna get it. And okay, I'm not really that excited, but you know, whatever. I was like, it's possible. So I tap on the link. It opens up the browser to the Taco Bell swag shop or whatever, right? And what do I see? I don't see a picture of what I'm trying to get. I don't see anything. It just says 404 error, page not found. And I'm like, wow, they beat me. But then a few seconds later, I'm like, wait a minute. Wouldn't it say it was sold out or better luck next time? Something, not 404 error. So I go back in the app, try it again, open it. I'm like, 404 error. I'm like, there's no way they, what? Like, where is it? Did they not make the page live yet? So a few minutes go by, I'm like, okay, maybe the page isn't live yet. That's why it's not existing, you know? I go back, still not there. I'm like, they didn't publish this? What's going on here? I'm like, okay. I'm like, I can't be the only one doing this. So, you know, after a few minutes go by, I'm like, I wasn't even planning to win, whatever. I'm just kind of like, why isn't the page here? So I give up, go on with my day. Now, nighttime comes around. I go on Reddit. I'm like, okay, let's go look at the Taco Bell subreddit, see what's going on. There are tons of posts of everybody. Hey, page isn't found. Page isn't found. Page isn't found. It's a scam. It's rigged. It's not real. And I'm like, yo, there's no way. And then everyone's like, can we see one person who says they got it so I can confirm that this wasn't rigged? Because there's no way. And everyone's doing it. And then some people did some research because they're familiar with the Shopify platform that I guess Taco Bell is using to sell their merch. So some guys like, oh, I'm familiar with Shopify, and here's the link that the app sends you to. So if you open it up in your browser, you can see the full link, and there's something wrong with the link. And I'm like, okay. So what is wrong with this link, right? It's gotta be an accident, right? There's no way this was intentional, right? So the problem with the link, it's this long ass link. It's long, with a bunch of random characters in it, you know, like one of those randomly generated links. And I'm like, okay, what's the problem? They missed a character at the end, they forgot an H at the beginning or something. Like, there's gotta be something simple, like they highlighted it and copied and pasted it and missed a character. I'm like, that would make sense. But no, the problem with the link is in the middle of the link. Yeah, the middle. So if you know anything about links, if it's a randomly generated character thing like that with uppercase, lowercase symbols, numbers, whatever's in it, nobody's gonna be typing that manually. You're gonna right click, copy, go to wherever you're pasting it, paste it, and then send it out to everybody at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, that would make sense. So the problem with the link, right in the middle, you will never believe this. It was missing a question mark. In the middle. Okay, now, the thing is, being what I know about links, I can't give them the benefit of the doubt here because there is no way. Like, how are you gonna do that? You copy the first half, okay, then go paste it, go back, copy the second half, and miss the question mark? That doesn't make sense. The only way I can see this being an accident is that it was an intern and they're like, a question mark? Question marks don't belong in links. Let me get rid of that. That's the only thing I can think of. Seriously, think about it. You see a long link, you're not gonna try to copy it or anything. You're gonna right click on it, copy it, boom. And even if you do drag it, you're gonna miss something at the end or the beginning, not in the dead center. So the whole conspiracy is going on. Everyone's like, they actually rigged it, and people are like, there's no way they rigged it because, you know, the FTC's gonna get involved if you're rigging a giveaway, and it's just a cup. Nobody cares, it's a cup. Like, Taco Bell's a huge corporation. They're not gonna rig it for 100 cups. Granted, they're giving away, what, $4,000 in gift cards? So there's that too, but I mean, they're making money hand over fist, man. They're not gonna rig it over this. Especially when they're giving away Mexican pizzas for $1 and those are normally like $6. They're losing money on that too. I mean, they're not profiting as much as they would if, you know what I'm saying. So my point is, there is a non-0% chance that this was rigged. Now, I'm not saying like Taco Bell themselves did it, because that wouldn't make sense. But the only thing that makes sense is what somebody else said. Whoever was in charge of putting the link there for the drop is like, hey friends, we're gonna drop this on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Here's the real link. We're gonna put a typoed link on there for everybody else, so you guys have a lot of extra time to go get it. So you're pretty much guaranteed to get your Stanley Cup and possibly the $200 gift card. Right? That makes sense. Makes more sense than missing a question mark in the middle of a link. Now everyone's going crazy about it. Reddit, X, everywhere. They're like, yo, this was rigged. Taco Bell, submit a press release, do something, explain yourself, do another drop, something. Make it only for fire tier members, because they're like, oh, you can't beat the bots. But here's the thing, the bots didn't even have a chance either, because the question mark was missing, and the bots probably aren't smart enough to be like, hey, the question mark's missing, let's go in there. So I'm not saying it was rigged, but it's kind of rigged. I mean, like I said, the only way is if there was a rogue employee who got rid of the question mark, or an intern who's like, a question mark? That doesn't belong. Let me just remove that. Like, that's the benefit of the doubt answer right there. Now, if you tried the drop, let me know what you guys think. Do you think that was rigged? Do you think it was legit? Do you think it was an honest mistake? What? Are there any Stanley Cups out there? Did anybody get them? Like, did anybody actually get them? I mean, people did find out about the question marks. I'm sure people did get them. But the thing is, nobody on Reddit who's talking about it said they got one. And they're the ones who found it. I mean, you're telling me 100 other people found it in the time before someone on Reddit found it? I mean, I'm just saying, something's not adding up. So yeah, I guess the moral of the story is, everyone's over here like, yeah, just keep doing the food drops. At least those are legit. You have to type in the, no, imagine if they had a typo in the code. But yeah, the food drops, you know, those people get it. I've gotten every one I've tried, so those are legit. I just can't believe it. Missing a question mark in the middle of a URL when you would copy and paste the whole thing and miss something at the end or the beginning, if anything. Wouldn't you test the link first? You see, there's so many variables here where I'm like, there's no way it was an accident. They would have had to, they should have tested it, double checked it, everything. So, what do you think? You think this conspiracy has any logical sense to it? You think it's legit? You think we're onto something here? Until Taco Bell releases a statement, I don't know, but I'm assuming someone's getting fired, whether it's actually their fault or if they're just gonna be the fall guy here. And they're like, yeah, it was this employee here. That's why it didn't happen. Because obviously, I mean, I wouldn't expect Taco Bell to rig a giveaway, especially if something so stupid. I mean, Stanley Cups, I guess, are pretty expensive, but I mean, like I said, it's a cup, and they're only giving away 100 of them. Like, it's not like they're giving away Lamborghinis or something. But yeah, like the FCC would be all over them if it wasn't legit, so we'll see. Like I said, I wasn't even planning to win or expecting to win. I would just like to have a fair chance at winning. Like, I don't even want the cup. Who wants a Stanley Cup? I hate the way they look. They're so big and bulky and awkward. I'm not, like, I like to have a small, compact, insulated bottle to carry around, so I don't have to, you know, be like, oh, I gotta carry this thing around. It's huge. It's heavy. Like, if I go on a plane, I'm gonna carry it. Oh, I got this big cup, guys. Yeah, it's empty, TSA. Don't worry. It's so big. Where do I put it? No, it's so big. I mean, it obviously fits in cup holders, but it's massive. And it's ugly, like that big ass handle on the side. Like, I don't know who likes them, but people like them. Whatever. Why do I tell the ones? Whoever got these, they're gonna throw them up on eBay. ooh, $1,000 Taco Bell Baja Blast Stanley Cup. It was impossible to get, but guess what? I got one. Man, that's crazy. Everyone's really going crazy about this, though. So, Taco Bell, send me one. I don't want one. Send me to that retirement community. I want to go relax. Like I said, these no crispy crunchiness at all. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys experienced this, let me know what you guys think. What are your thoughts here? You think it was legit or not? I'm still saying 0% chance it wasn't. So we shall see what comes out, because I feel like the people who actually spend their time in the Taco Bell subreddit, no offense, I'm just saying, they're pretty hardcore. Like, they're probably not gonna let this go. I don't think so. There's no way. This is gonna keep coming back to Taco Bell until they address the situation at hand. There's 2 Taco Bell subreddits, r/Taco Bell and r/LiveMoss. Both of them are going crazy. Both of them are pissed. They're the die-hard fans of Taco Bell. Believe it or not, that's a thing. So, yeah, they definitely need to address this. I mean, they're giving away 100 of them and somehow the link doesn't work. But they're all gone too once they finally figured out the link. Yeah. Anyways. Whatever. Live Moss, everybody. Don't let this ruin your day.